In life, we are constantly evaluating and assessing things. Which dress to wear, whether to buy this car, this house or not, which gift to select, where to send our kids for schooling, etc. In education too, assessments play a very important role that define future course of action. In fact, quality assessment, quality learning and quality instruction are interdependent. Each one intrinsically and intricately affects and is redefined by the other. Many of you are familiar with assessments and have perhaps been using them for decades in the best way you know their purpose and role. However, as passionate and fully immersed educators, you would also assess the outdatedness, relevance, and applicability of your current teaching learning practices, wouldn't you? You would probably be asking yourself, am I aware of the latest trends in measuring learning? Do I know how to correctly use the varied forms of assessment? Am I planning the blueprint, rubric, and grading scale correctly? Are my students aware of what I am expecting of them? Do students know why they are doing what they are doing? Am I able to assess their thinking misconceptions, gaps, and concern areas? Am I giving the right, timely, and adequate feedback for improvement? If these are questions that trouble you at times, then the QED-SYNC Meaningful Assessments package can definitely help. The complete course has two parts, the beginner's course on meaningful assessments and the advanced course on meaningful assessments. The beginner's course only assumes that participants be passionate to learn how to effectively measure student learning for quality education. It starts with theoretical basics on domains of development, how students learn, and then moves into scientifically designed, progressive, and the most up-to-date child-centric approaches to assessments. You will learn the what, the why, the when, how, and where of assessments, the mindset required, and the varied types used to assess for learning, as learning, and of learning. The advanced course assumes a certain level of pre-knowledge about assessments. It takes off with a small refresher on the basics of assessments and then directly jumps into assessment strategies addressing higher order learning and higher order thinking. It then covers many new and less explored but immensely important assessment techniques as well as tips on preparing for multi-level assessments. Both the courses are compliant with NEP 2020, competency-based assessments, and the much talked about integration of non-academic activities as evidences of learning. Needless to say, there is strategic hand-holding leading you from scratch to finish, from defining learning goals and outcomes, 360-degree assessment plans, to feedback and looping it back to refining your own instructional strategies. Backed by tutorials, videos, reading insights, assignments, and a QEDRAK certification, the QED-SYNC Meaningful Assessments package covers the latest online assessment tools as well. Do feel free to explore the individual course elements for beginners and advanced and see which one is the right match for you.